That's a whole lot different than this rubber too. They're fighting the current. I mean, they've got to have some strength to
Sure. Yep.
deal with that, I would sure.
Does your husband fish at all?
No, we went out. We went 2 trips up to Chickadee and all, and that's all. No, he's not. He did it because this person that invited us is that he's a real nice friend of ours, and he just did it for that. Basically, he plays golf. That's his hobby.
Your fame kind of overshadows him anyway.
Well, look.
How does he take that?
Well, look, he is a good support. He's got a good ear, and he has no problem. He's proud. He said, really and truly, we have, because he was going to divorce me. Somebody tried to get me to be mayor 4 years before I did it, and he said, well, you can do it. He said, but I'm going to divorce you. He said, because I don't see you now as a commissioner. He said, I'll never see you as your mayor. And I said, oh, no. So I didn't do it that year, but I did it in 2008. And because he told me one time, he said that you've been on it for 10 years, and, you really feel like you're helping the community. So he said, really, if you want to do it, and, you should do it. So
Good for him. Yeah, sometimes it takes a person a little while to kind of chew on something and then accept it.
But I told him, I said, look, I'll have a secretary, and I said, I'll have more time. And look, I'm there every day from 9 to 5.
Right.
And I said,
That's right. And sometimes beyond.
And I lied on that one for sure. But it's getting results. I don't mind giving the time as long as we're moving forward.
That's right. There you go. And it's something that you like to do, and if you got passion, you should do it.
That's true.
What are you trying to set up the video?
I'm just trying to get it somewhere where it'll stay put.
Oh, you set it right up here on the console.
Yeah, but when it it'll go all over the place. I wanna record the conversation. That's all, basically.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you let me know that.
That's it. It's what I do. It's part of what I do anyway. And I'm learning more and more about the mayor, which is important.
Well, I hope it's good that you're learning.
Yes, it is. It is. Trust me. And you got another election coming up. So you gotta make sure you get back in there.
Well, I tell you, it's hard to believe this is the 3rd year. That's been 3, almost, well, might as well say 2.5. It's been 2.5 years. But I tell you, it's scary too. But time flies that quickly.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Does anybody ever run against you?
Well, this is my first time. I ran against the mayor that's been on the board for 40 years.
He was on 40 years.
40 years.
Come on now.
It's time to sit down.
I think so. Just for himself.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Well, that's what I've said. I would like to continue as long as I feel like if I'm contributing, but today I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to go away because I'm keeping somebody else from doing something.
Yeah.
There's it was an older lady that was on the board, because I moved to Weldon. I'm from Ranks, but I moved to Weldon in '76. And there was a lady that, she had gotten some age on, and she'd been on there a long time. And I asked her, I said, well, why are you not running again? She said, everybody needs to know when it's time to.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
A lot of people don't.
That's right.
And lots of things, really.
Yeah.
A lot of people on committees and boards just for the title.
Just for the title,
and not for the work, what you're contributing.
Well, I'm hoping that we.
Is he catching one over there?
No, that rod right there.
No, this this one.
Middle rod right there.
Oh.
Got me excited.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I mean, it's well past time. I know that. It's making me look bad.
No, it's not true. Like I said, you can't control the fish.
That's right. No, when they
actually, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I didn't cut you off. I had run my ad in the North Carolina Sportsman magazine.
Okay.
And I was looking at the newest book that had came, not for this month, but for March. And making sure my ad was in there and correct and everything. And a guy had put an ad in there for G&S guide service, no fish, no pay. And I said, I don't know
Oh,
how
my
he can.
God.
I don't know how he can do that. I really don't.
Well, no, because I mean it's not my fault the fish are here, nor his either.
Now
I
he
mean,
didn't specify no rockfish. He just said no fish, no pay. So
well, my.
I was wondering, if he comes out here rock fishing and it's like this and the fish is not doing anything, he'd pull up over there with a tube of crickets and you catch some brim. Is that going to be constitute, I need to get paid because you caught some fish? If it does, and he's advertising stripers on the Roanoke, he's going to run into some complications with that.
Well, that ad would be.
Well, don't some of these guys?
No, that's
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. I said hooked up.
We'll reel in.
Okay.
Get it?
Because just like I said earlier, the shad the week before, that Sunday before we had our tournament, they would catch them left and right off the bank. And then that Saturday of the tournament, until that afternoon, they didn't really catch any.
Really? It drug off through that grass, yeah. And I hadn't been that long to check this one and that one. Real good to screen when everybody goes to look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's looking over here like, what they doing?
Yep.
We're just hunting the grass, that's all.
Yep.
That's all, we're just hunting the grass.
In fact, I went to buy. I had to take my dog to the vet this morning, and when I had to leave him, they've got to run some tests, and I stopped by the drugstore, and the girl that was checking me out, I stopped to get some lotion, sun lotion, and I overheard her telling somebody that she used to work at the Weldon fruit and produce store over here. And I said, did you ever do any rock fishing? She said, yeah, my husband, we used to. She said, but about time we'd get settled in a spot and they would see us catching, they'd come over there and
they will.
And said, and we just don't rock, we don't fish up there anymore. And I said, that's a shame.
Yeah, they will do that to you. It's just like pier fishing. People will do that to you on the pier. See, whoever's running Mike's boat is going back up.
Some people came down from Richmond to fishing that rock fish, and they were fishing on a kayak. And I said, how in the world you have room to fish and do all that? I guess they have wells. Is that what they have where you can put stuff?
I had never been in one.
Well, anyway, I said that's a new one.
I'm wondering how your camera is sitting up there and it hasn't moved at all.
It does it all the time. Well, you've got that base, that handle on yours.
Yeah.
And it may be that you could set it upside down, I don't know.
If I took the base off.
Well, you might, just set
You might could wedge it behind his Ranger, that range. It's a tight, is that a close space? I don't know, right there.
Oh yeah.
It might keep it from,
Yeah.
give a little balance maybe.
All right, we'll try it again.
I got a feeling out there in the middle, right out there.
All right, I'm gonna put more through this
That's
side.
what I got a feeling that's where they're going.
Well, they're
Well,
somewhere.
if they're not feeding, they were not feeding.
It's true.
But now these guys that may advertise like that, do some of them have fish finders? Oh, that's a fish finder, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Does it work on the river?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something jump right over here and to the right. Did you see?
You go ahead.
grandson.
This kind of fishing
That's
I
what
like.
it
I like to sit back and just let it work. When you get the bite, you get the bite. I don't like casting.
You don't?
Yeah. Unless they are biting.
Yeah. You know, I just thought about that guy that said he wanted him and his sons to go Sunday morning. They're calling for rain all day Sunday and a high of 40 degrees.
Wow.
I wonder, does he know that?
He may not.
I know we're supposed to get some rain coming in.
Yeah, it's supposed to come in tomorrow late, maybe tomorrow night.
That's too bad.
Now what will you do? Will you call them or something to touch base to see if they're still on, or is it raining like that?
I'm going to call him this evening and tell him.
What?
See, is it where the weather is?
Yeah, that's right.
Does anyone ever fish when it rains?
Not many, I tell you that. You got to be die hard. And I mean, I've got a top here that I can put up where we can be out of the rain, but it goes up and it's like that. Back here, and so you got no straps here. So it's a little bit aggravating to try to fish in between, but it can be done. But they're mainly going to cast. He's wanting to cast.
Are you the hung?
Are you hung?
Or is that little?
I hope you got a fish.
I don't know, but it's snagged, I think.
No, it's coming in. Oh,
Got a stick there.
First stick fish of the day. I could tell it was a stick fish by his bark.
Go ahead. There you go.
He cast better than the man I had on the boat the other day.
He was good. He was good.